It is your constitutional right to carry a gun in the state of Illinois if you have the proper licenses. But some black gun owners say their rights are being violated. CBS News Chicago investigator Dorothy Tucker uncovered several cases where they were stopped by police and charged with felonies despite having everything in order, leaving them to pick up the pieces of their lives.
We did something that's never been done before: watermelon cheesecake.
A cheesecake tasting in the south suburbs. Louis McWilliams's dream is to grow his business.
It's gonna blow you away.
I like it. All was good.
This is like a jolly ranch.
Until this.
I'm an entrepreneur. I have a company, a cheesecake company called Ann's Flavored Cheesecakes.
At the time of this interview, Louis faced a felony charge.
This has been very traumatic for me. I feel like my rights was violated.
His Second Amendment rights. Louis is an avid gun owner.
Just get me the AR top in the middle.
In April, Louis was pulled over on the south side, West 79th Street. He had a missing front plate.
Hey, yes, sir. How you doing, boss? Good.
The first thing he did, tell the officers he had a gun.
Okay, where's your firearm? On my side.
According to state law, in order to carry a legal gun in your car, you need a firearms license, better known as a FOID card, and a concealed and carry license, commonly called a CCL. This is Louis's card, and it's valid. That's what he handed the officers.
He looks at him. He said, okay, cool, this is perfect.
Only it wasn't.
Concealed and carry, it didn't pop up. Oh.
It didn't pop up on Leeds, the database operated by the Illinois State Police. Police recommended Louis be charged with 2 felonies. And look here, prosecutors approved the charges.
He never should have been charged.
Irv Miller is a former prosecutor, once in charge of reviewing police cases.
He showed them a valid CCL card. Not only did they see it, they actually took possession of it and inventoried it.
I haven't got the
It's right there in CPD's inventory sheet. So why was Louis arrested? That's a question we wanted to ask Superintendent Larry Snelling, but he declined an interview. So we've reached out to state police because anytime an officer pulls over a driver who has a gun, the first thing they do is check the state's database to see if that driver has a valid FOID and CCL.
Okay.
So here's the question we asked the state. If a driver like Louis actually hands the police a valid CCL, but the officers don't see the information in the state's database, what should they do? The state replied, the officers should not take any law enforcement action as it relates to a potential FOID CCL violation. That's what Louis expected, and what he was told later as he stood in a jail cell.
This comes back clean.
Yeah, then they just let you go, apologize, and let you go about today.
That's not what happened. Louis spent 24 traumatic hours behind bars.
It was just deplorable. There were roaches falling from the ceiling. All of this because of illegal everything.
Yeah, I can't tell you why.
I need somebody to tell me, man.
Worse than the jail conditions, a missed business opportunity.
That day, I had a meeting. Could not do the meeting that day because I was arrested. By losing that, I might have lost the franchise.
Louis also lost time, lots of it. He was in and out of court fighting to get the charges dismissed, and his impounded car returned.
I know this is a system, so it's hoping for the best results.
It wasn't until mid-June, 3 months after he was stopped, that the case was finally dismissed.
I'm very excited for him, but this is not the end.
Next step, more money spent to expunge the case, so his arrest won't show up in a background check. And all of this for somebody who did nothing wrong?
Correct.
Your joy is a little bit...
Dappered, yes. Totally dappered, because now this is a much longer process.
It's nearly impossible to know how many drivers like Louis are wrongly charged with unlawful gun possession that are later dismissed. Neither the CPD or the Cook County State's Attorney's Office tracked it.
Because we gotta confirm whether it's actually valid or not.
We did find a handful of lawsuits accusing police of violating the rights of legal gun owners.
And I'm sitting in here in the back of a SWAT car because my license expired, but I renewed it.
One of those, an irate Lucy Washington.
And it's not my fault that you guys didn't get it in your system.
I'm an entrepreneur, a loving mother. I do everything from real estate.
Can't wait to get my guys in here to look at the floors.
To rehabbing.
Here's Lucy's story. In December of 2023, she was stopped for failing to put on her turn signal. Without hesitation, she volunteers.
I am custodial care.
As a single woman, Lucy carries a gun for protection.
I have it. I love your CCL expired. I know, but if you pull it up, it'll show that I already tried to renew it.
Lucy tries to explain that the email showing proof she renewed is on her phone.
My phone and fell.
Only she can't find it. This is the email from the state Lucy was trying to show the police. It says if you apply for renewal, you're eligible to possess a license.
Oh my God. Are you serious? Can I please look for my phone? Please, give me like 5 more minutes to look for my phone.
And it sounds like the officers weren't going to accept the email under any circumstances.
But it's not in our system, Lucy. It's not in our system. I freaked out, especially when I was told that I was going to be charged with a felony. I'm like, I can lose my broker license.
Like Lewis, Lucy's felony charge was eventually dismissed. She also got the case expunged, but she's still living with the trauma.
If you search a property that is in my name, my mugshot shows up next to it. It's embarrassing. You know, how do I explain to someone like, oh no, I was innocent?
If they did nothing wrong, again, why were Lewis and Lucy arrested? We posed that question to Phil Smith.
I'm honored to testify today.
Smith is the president and founder of the National African American Gun Association. Membership more than 50,000.
Outrage, anger, frustration. Not again. Those are the conversations and statements that are going in my head when I hear about another Black person being stopped illegally, being arrested illegally when they've got all their stuff together.
While there is no data that tracks race in these types of gun arrests, Smith points to America's disturbing history of Black people with guns being unjustly killed by police.
If you look at other communities, they have firearms all over the place, and it's okay. They go to Macy's, they go to Walmart, they go shoot and hunt, and it's okay.
This is so ridiculous, bro.
I felt defeated, you know? I felt defeated. And I felt like nobody had my back.
I just feel like the rights that I've been given, constitutional rights to have it, that the police officers didn't stand up for.
These cops been killing me, bro.
Since the arrest, Lewis has been struggling to rebuild his cheesecake business. He blames police for the setback and plans to sue the department.
This shows that no matter how much you follow a system of which they create, they can still deem you wrong.
At this point, both Lewis and Lucy are still waiting to get their legally purchased guns back from CPD. Both the state's attorney's office and the state police declined to be interviewed. Dorothy Tucker, CBS News Chicago, Investigators.